Oh no, why is it blurry? Are you kidding me? Why is this blurry? Hey Nancy, hang on a second. I don't understand why this is blurry. Okay, guys, give me a second. I'm going to clean the lens and see, maybe it's the lens because it was just fine. So this is technology messing with me. That is crazy. All right, can you guys hear me and see me even though I am blurry? I will try to fix it. Technology just hasn't been nice to me lately. I'm going to try one more. Nope. I don't understand why it's blurry. Hi, Brooke. It was just fine. I just did a test run to make sure it was clear, everything was working, and now it's blurry as shit, unless it's me. I mean, is it blurry on your end, or am I just like, is it just me? Hey, Shelly. I don't know. So we need a lot of sage. And I broke up the sage because when I burned the big one, I can't breathe. It is blurry. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know if it'll change. Here's some sage. Let me see if I go like this. Sometimes it. I just can't win. I can't win. So before we go any further, I want you to know, because those of you who watch these circles know how my internet is so reliable. Yeah, the card was clear. So do I stick my face in there? Like, the closer I get, the clearer it is. Let me see. Yeah. So in the event my internet decides not to cooperate, and I know how frustrating it is, especially when it happens in the middle of a reading. If the internet goes off, just know I will continue recording offline the reading, and then I will post it in the groups and on YouTube. Hey, Bernadette, happy full moon, everybody. Okay, welcome, beautiful souls. I hope you're all doing well. So let's talk about technology sucking. So a couple of days ago, when we had intense energies coming in, I made a video about the intense energies and ways that we can work through these energies and balance ourselves. Uploaded it to 3 hours, fell asleep. I guess the internet went out in the middle of the upload. It never uploaded. So, fuck it. I made a meditation video to help ground us, blah, blah, blah. 20 minutes, I uploaded, right? Because I didn't play it back like a normal person would to make sure it was okay. I just uploaded it. And then I play it back, and there's no audio. So it is a meditation of me sitting there moving my mouth, basically, and no sounds coming out. So, and now I tested it. I set up like 2 hours before the circles. Everything was fine. As soon as I hit the go live button, now everybody could see what I see without my glasses on. At least you can see the card, so it doesn't matter if you can see me clearly. Pretend I'm a ghost. I don't know. So, adding to tonight's readings, every month I get a Goddess Provisions box, which I'm so sad that there's only 3 boxes left and they're going to stop doing it. because they've evolved and they're moving on to something else, which is a topic of the energy that we're in, letting old shit go and moving on to new shit. So in this month's box, I got this little cauldron, which is really to burn the incense, but I also got these little charms, which is also a divination tool, the little charms. So tonight I am going to pick a charm for each deck. Oh, it got clear. See, the internet gods listened. Okay, so tonight is the full moon in Aries. Aries is a fire sign, feisty little bastard, and it is the first sign in the zodiac. So it symbolizes new beginnings. Full moons are about letting go and endings. So combine the full moon in Aries is about letting go while moving into something new. So it's kind of, let me get this thing off. I keep forgetting. I'm still new to this StreamYard thing. Still have a lot of things I can play with. So this is the energy that we're in, letting go and new beginnings, starting something new. It's also the harvest moon. So our manifestations will become, I can't think of the word I want to use, but not obvious, but we will see our manifestations. And here's where I got it from, because tonight's theme, the cards are fertility, which 3 is 37, 7 and 3 is 10, which is beginnings and endings. And then we have harmony, which is 27, 7 and 2 is 9, which is endings, completion. So harmony and fertility. Oh, shit. Okay. It's kind of blurry. The harmony card, that bread over there has like a lot of stuff in it. So it makes me feel like, and the bread has smoke coming out of it. So it's like freshly baked bread. It makes me feel like there's new manifestations coming in for the collective, pretty much everyone. So there's a lot of changes. Now, before I go on to the effects of the moon, I want to talk about the intense energies, which I did a couple of days ago, but didn't upload. So really strong geometric storms came into Earth. What day is it? Friday. Wednesday, Eastern Standard Time. Like Tuesday, Wednesday. Strong geometric storms, solar flares. The Schumann resonance was going cuckoo. And the thing is, however you want to relate to it, there is a spiritual war going on. There is a war, good against evil, light against dark. However you want to perceive it is your choice, but there is a war on the on humanity's consciousness, and you can see it by a lot of the psyops that are going on, like in the media and just in the world. You can see that they're trying to fuck with everybody's minds. We have like the Mandela effect. There's many different things. You have to see beyond the distraction that they're putting in front of us. If you can see beyond the distraction, you can see what really is going on. And the reason we have these strong, intense energies coming in, these energies are to upgrade our physical, mental, emotional, spiritual bodies, upgrade our DNA, activate our dormant DNA, because we all chose to come here for this specific, I don't like calling it a war, but I don't know what else to call it. So for the sake of everyone understanding, I guess. We'll call it a war. We all chose to come here to save humanity's consciousness. And in order to do that, there are specific times as we evolve and grow that we would receive these energies gradually to upgrade our 3D body into the fifth dimensional body where we can handle these energies. So for the next couple of days, I'm not saying forever, but for the next couple of days, always listen to your body, but don't fast, fuck the diet, eat what you want, eat what you crave, listen to your body. Even if it's you're craving donuts, don't be so hard on yourself. There's something within your body that needs to purge, and it's craving this, whatever it is, if it's bad for you, for a reason. So listen to your body. Feed those cravings. The symptoms that we're having, shit ton. A lot of ascension symptoms. And if you're not familiar with ascension symptoms, it is like physically being sick because the energies and the changes that are taking place. So there are things called like the spiritual flu. You might have flu-like symptoms. You feel malaise, tired, achy. Me personally, my whole right side joints, my shoulder joint, elbow joint, knee joint, ankle joint, hip joint, the whole right side is killing me, and I didn't do anything. Sleep, Toddy, sleep. Everyone's sleep is a mess, a mess. I slept for the first time in a few days, not last night, the night before. I literally like slept through the night. Prior to that, I was like a cat. I was sleeping like an hour, getting up, feeling really tired, trying to go to sleep, all of a sudden get like a second wind. And I'm like, fuck it, just made coffee at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm sitting in the dark, like, what the hell am I supposed to do? So yes, sleep, everyone's sleep's being affected. Vivid, bizarre dreams are common. A lot of buzzing in your head, ringing in your ears, pressure in like your third eye chakra area, or even on your crown, like someone stepping on the top of your head, or the top of your head is sensitive. Trying to think of like basically anything that feels out of the ordinary, or you just feel off. Most likely it's a symptom of these energies. Your blood pressure could go up. If you have like colitis, for instance, because a lot of sacral chakra activity is happening. So if you have something like colitis or Crohn's disease, you may feel it amplify a little bit. Like maybe it feels like it's getting worse or it's more active. And that goes with any other issues you may have, like health-wise. It may seem like it's getting worse or it's prolonged. That's from the energies. It will go away. As we adjust to this, they will subside. The energies are not going to stop. They're going to continue to get stronger and stronger. The difference is we will be able to adjust to them quickly. The reason why we were bombarded a couple of days ago with intense energies is because we don't know for sure. But this is the talk that something occurred with timelines. So you might notice time is a little fucked up. It's like going really fast. And then all of a sudden it's like slow. Time is just very off. So the so-called dark side is doing a lot of propaganda, a lot of psyops on us, like the October 4th, which I can't talk about because I got the video removed before it even went up. But October 4th, and this is on FEMA's website. FEMA is doing a test at 2:20 for 30 minutes. They're going to send out a test to everyone in the country. And I think in Israel also, which I thought was weird, but whatever. This test may contain frequencies. And as you know, we are energy bodies. We are affected by frequencies. So prior to this October 4th episode and what's been occurring, that we don't even know what's going on in the background. You know, we not a clue. That's why all these distractions are there, so we can't even look beyond this bullshit. So I feel that it is preparing us for whatever frequencies come out during that time. Oh my God, Shelly, I heard there's so much rain in New York. They're all flooded. They got like 5 inches of rain in, I don't know how many hours. That's so crazy. See, everyone in New York makes fun at us in Florida. Oh, hurricanes and storms and shit, and you guys are flooded. Goes to show you, where is it safe? I personally think that they're fucking with the weather. Oh, really, Bernadette? It's your daughter's birthday? Wow. So my advice for October 4th is we can't, there's a lot of people out there, shut your phones. It doesn't fucking matter. It really doesn't matter. You have to keep yourself in the highest frequency you possibly can. Wow, Shelly, I'm so sorry. Laugh, ground yourself, envision a light around you, protecting you. Maybe stay off your phone during that time. If you want to shut it off, shut it off. Me personally, I may shut it off. I don't know, or I may keep it in another room. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear any of the noise of it. I'm going to do my own frequencies. Maybe I'll use my tuning forks or listen to singing bowls or something like that. We can't fight what we don't know. Do we know for sure what it is? No. So everyone's coming up with their opinion, but do we really know? No. So it doesn't pay to panic and freak out and like do all kinds of crazy shit. Just protect your energy body. And I feel these intense energies that came in was to do just that, to activate energies we don't even know that we are, energies that will activate gifts, skills that we don't even know that we have yet, that will protect us for this fight. So that is the update on the energies. Listen to your body. Of course, I always say this, drink a lot of water, sleep, rest. If you can't sleep, I get it. It will subside and we will go back to some kind of normal sleeping pattern. But in the meantime, just go with it. Don't fight it. I know it's hard. I have an aide that comes here and helps me with the man I take care of. And she didn't sleep all night. She was like a hot mess. She didn't feel good. She didn't sleep. And I get it. You still have to do the things you have to do. So I just asked her to do what I needed and then just, go rest. Go home and go rest. So I thought seeing you and hearing you, if you would calm me down before I walk into chaos. You know what? Hey, Lynn, chaos, chaos isn't bad if you're the only time chaos is bad is when you're looking at the chaos. There is a blessing in this chaos. So kind of just go with the flow of it. Something good is definitely going to come out of it, and you just can't see it now. But there's something good there. Otherwise, it wouldn't exist. So just go with it. Everyone's going through something. That's it. I mean, everyone is going through something. So let's see my full moon in Aries notes. I spoke about the energies, the ascension symptoms, listen to your bodies. This is a time to stand in your truth. And what I mean by that, if you feel that something is not right for you, you stand up for that truth, regardless of the consequences you are being threatened with. Stand in your truth. The more we stand together in our truth, the less control they have. Don't just stand in your truth and you get up to the front line and then you get scared and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to go to jail. They're going to arrest. No, you stand in your truth. We have to push through this fear mongering, whatever the hell it is, this dictatorship that we are encountering all over the world, not just the US, all over the world. Stand in your truth. If it's true to you, stand in it. Don't make it true to you because someone told you this is true. It's not. So this is a time to go within and stand in your truth and stand up for what you believe in. Don't worry about the consequences you're being threatened with, because after a while that can only go so far, and they're going to start losing control over that, and it's not going to work anymore. So the more of us that stand together and are willing to fight the battle against this fear bullshit, the weaker they get with that tactic. Does that make sense? It's also a time to take action. So things that you've been thinking about doing over the past 8 months to a year, now is the time to take action. Now is the time to move forward with it. Most likely you're getting signs, nudges, maybe dreams and visions about it. That is just your higher self telling you it's time. Now is the time. Now is the time. We are in a very, very, very strong manifesting energy, and we have been. And I know it's not always easy because as we try to move forward and take action, a lot of beliefs and blocks show up. So we got to deal with that so we can move forward. And I know I've been working through a lot of shit over the past couple of months. Dear God, talk about healing. Being more mindful of what's holding you back. And October 4th, we have the solar eclipse, which is cool because here in the US, we're going to be able to see it. But that means we go into eclipse season, which is revealing the unknown or revealing the unseen, which is going to be very interesting. October is going to be very interesting. I just have this feeling it's going to be very interesting. You may feel an urgent need to make changes. Today I went on like a cleaning binge. I redid my whole altar, started changing my closet. It not necessarily purging, but like just changing everything. I guess like maybe change the energy, change the flow of things, or just in your life, in all areas in your life, whether to stay or leave a relationship or the place you live or whatever it is. You're feeling this urgent need to make changes. There is life-changing energy that is pushing us forward right now, which is why, like, Shelly is going through like chaos, because it is life-changing energy, and life-changing is not easy. It doesn't come in like, oh, like with the angels and the harp, and a Pegasus comes in and starts farting rainbows and like, here's your new life. No, it's a shit show, because we're on Earth and nothing really is easy here. But here we are. Okay, I talked about the beginnings and endings, needing to birth something new, and most of us are at a crossroad, which is the urgent need to make changes or in this life-changing energy. Oh, Mia, you did the same thing? Yeah, and and you don't know what um made you do it. It was just like, okay, I got to clean all this. I got to change all this. So it's really about changing the energy that you're in. If you are new to the circle, welcome. I'm going to show you 3 cards. Oh, you know what? I forget that I can do this. I forget I can post someone's comments. Such a slacker. Anyway, I'm going to show you 3 cards. Each card represents a deck. Choose the card that you're drawn to. That is the message you need to hear. All 3 decks are going to resonate with each other because it is a collective reading. Most likely you're going to get a message from all of them if you choose to listen to all of them. If not, they will be time-stamped once it uploads and I have a chance, because I have to wait for it to completely upload to YouTube before I can timestamp it. Deck 1, 2, and 3 will be timestamped. Okay, so like I said, the theme of tonight's reading is, here we go, Shelley's It Will Be What It Will Be, is fertility and harmony. So this is deck number 1. If you are drawn to this card, you are deck number 1. And this is deck number 2. If you're drawn to this card, you are deck number 2. And this is deck number 3. If you're drawn to this card, you are deck number 3. Let me know in the chat what deck you chose. I just noticed nobody on Facebook has commented, and I don't know if it's because they can't. And I think you have to give StreamYard permission to comment, because last time everybody came up Facebook user. And now I notice I'm in both groups in Facebook and there's no comments. So either Facebook people don't like me and they have nothing to say, or it's just not showing up. Okay, I'm going to show the cards one more time. Deck number 1. Deck number 2. And deck number 3. Okay, so everyone's scattered. A lot of 3s, which is funny because I was drawn to 3 also. I don't know why. Okay, so if you chose this card, hang on, let me get my banners and put down. We are on deck number 1. This is power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. Let's see what else, because this has different feelings. So let's see. All right. Yeah. I feel like for some, this has to do with a toxic relationship. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but we're going to get more into it because only because this is the first card that popped up, and this I feel is a manipulating energy. Not necessarily male, but a very dominant energy. And it's your choice to stay or walk away. Yeah, I'm glad I tell. Okay. Anyway, my phone's ringing. So, chakra cards. You have throat chakra, throat chakra, root chakra, crown chakra, crown chakra. So, I've been feeling a lot personally, and people that I'm speaking to, a lot of throat chakra clearing has been going on. So this is about you expressing yourself, you being able to be more assertive, but have a sense of control as well. Like, don't wait until you get pissed off to make changes, because the anger is what motivates you to make these changes. You've come a long way. You've come a long way, and you're learning to express yourself. But I feel like something when it comes to self-control. Um, Not that you don't have self-control, but you allow your emotions sometimes to control how you respond. Um, Even though you're aware of it, if that makes sense. So the crown chakras. This is the crazy dreams, the messages, the guidance. This is you being aware of being more present. So I feel like there's little challenges, maybe like throughout the day, that you encounter that might stress you out, but it's really guidance showing you to be more present, more in the moment. Like you're worrying about something that doesn't really exist right now and may not even exist. It's just that you are thinking about it and you're making it exist in this moment, but it's nothing you can change, control, or even respond to, because technically it doesn't even exist. So you may have a little anxiety because you're a little too much in the future and worried about things that have yet to come, and not being more present in the moment, because this is where we create our future. The choices we make right now create the future. So if you don't want those things in the future, don't feed it energy in the moment. By you thinking it of it, you're feeding it the energy. And then that's when we're like, I knew it. No, you created it. That's why you knew it, because you created it. So I hope that makes sense. Deck number one, you would understand when I'm trying to communicate that feeling, because it's sometimes hard to communicate a specific feeling, especially when it's collective. But you know what I'm talking about. You're aware of when you need to be more present, when you need to be grounded, because then we have the root chakra card, action. So this is Remember, this is the energy of taking action. And I feel like maybe overthinking a little bit when it comes to taking action in the past, but I feel like that energy is leaving and now you're moving more into like motivation and inspiration, and it's going to be easier for you to take action because that old stagnant energy, which could have been fears, it could have been blocks, whatever you were overthinking, is kind of leaving, and you're coming into this new fresh energy that's going to assist you into taking action. This person, this person, whoever it is, like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship, but you know that be mindful of where you put your energy. And that goes with the whole present thing. If you're putting your energy into something you don't want, or this relationship is draining you, then take your energy back and walk away. That doesn't mean you have to be mean to this person or whatever it is, but you have to cut the ties with this person, because this manipulating energy is just draining your energy. It's just draining you. It's like feeding off of you. And you know this. And for whatever reason, whether you feel bad or feel obligated, whatever reason your mind is giving you that you need to postpone this, that's over. Now is the time to take action in every area of your life, because you have victory and success, moving on, truth, positive movement forward, and prosperity begins. So you're definitely on the right path, doing the right thing. Financially, you're going to see financial rewards elevate. You're going to start seeing more of your efforts. You're going to see a higher return on your efforts monetarily, like money wise. So things that you've been putting a lot of energy into is finally bringing you the money reward of it. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time explaining it. I do feel like for some of you, even though this card says moving on, and it is, yes, Kyra, it is about cutting cords. It is about moving on, but I feel like for some of you, it's about actually moving. Now, it could be that this relationship is a romantic relationship. It comes to an end and you move out, or they move out, or you have to move. Or it could just be, because it's collective, it could be anything. It could just be that you will be moving, I feel like February, March. So either you're talking about moving, or maybe your lease is up. The number 6, for some reason, is coming to my mind. So I don't know if the number 6 is significant to you. If it is, it's some kind of validation for you. You have there's something better. And this is why this one I feel like has to do with the romantic relationship. So maybe that manipulating energy has destroyed your self-esteem and made you feel like you're nothing without this person. You'll never survive without them, and blah, 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 right? But there is something better for you. And not necessarily a better person, but a better version of you, because only you will not abandon you. Remember that. And only you is who you need to be your biggest cheerleader. So work on that relationship with yourself and stop looking outside of yourself for that validation. Find it within yourself, and you're going to see your entire world change. But you have to break free from this toxic, whatever that is, that toxic relationship. Connect to the source, which is interesting because you did have the crown chakra, which is guidance and presence. So even though this one, I felt like it had to do with being more present in the moment, it's saying connect with source. Go within to discover what needs to be done. Create the shift required to attract what you want. And what I would suggest is literally sit down somewhere quiet and ask yourself, and my coach does this with me, what is holding me back, keeping me stuck, and standing in my way from whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is, wherever you want to find the block. So those three questions. What is standing in my way? What is holding me back? And what is standing in my way? What's holding me back? What's keeping me stuck right now? You can say it just like that. You can add stuff to it. And just wait for an answer. And whatever comes through, write it down. Learn to communicate with yourself. And that's how you connect to source, because source is in here. It's not out there. It's not anywhere else. It's here. So to connect to source, you have to connect to yourself. Let your personality shine. You have something no one else has that makes you who you are. Stop comparing yourself to others and allow your uniqueness to shine through. And this, I feel like it has to do with, on a collective level, it's all about time to shine in our uniqueness, because none of us are the same. None of us believe the same things. We might believe certain things. We might agree with certain things, but no two people think exactly alike, believe things exactly alike. It's just impossible. It doesn't exist. So the more we can embrace the uniqueness and allow each other to shine and stand out in that uniqueness, the easier it is for us to come together. And the easier it becomes for this transformation that we came here to do. Surrounded by prosperity. You have a lot of prosperity cards. So there is, I feel, a lot of financial reward, a lot of financial money coming in. Your attention is being drawn to infinite nature of reality. That which exists outside the known is beyond measure. So basically, this card is saying, look at the infinite prosperity, abundance in nature. You possess that same abundance. I just feel like for some, there might be some financial blocks you might want to work on when it comes to opening yourself up to receive. So if you feel like you don't, here's an example. I have to give an example because I don't know how else to explain it. Let's say you need $1,000. I give you $1,000. I'm like, here's $1,000. You may feel guilty taking the $1,000 because you didn't earn it or work for it, or there's something in you that feels bad, like you're not worthy of this help or this money that you need. Not that I'm saying you wouldn't take it, but something within yourself might feel like I have to earn it, or depending on your belief system growing up also. That's the part that I'm talking about. So opening yourself up to receive, really think about it. I am open to receiving $10,000 this month, and feel what you're feeling. Like, let the beliefs come up. Like, where are you going to get $10,000 from? Or why would you get $10,000? You didn't do anything to get $10,000. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to those beliefs that come up, because they're not true. I'm not saying $10,000 could fall out of the sky, but crazier things have happened. So it's possible you can get $10,000 this month. You have to believe it though, and be open to receive it. So discover what's blocking you and transform that shit so you can be open to receive. And even if you have to write it everywhere in your house and constantly chant, I am open to receive. I am open to receive all the abundance the universe has to offer. All the abundance the universe has for me. I am open to receiving abundance. However you want to say it. Chant it a gazillion times a day until your brain gets it. Replacing what was lost. Oh God. You now have the opportunity to rejuvenate and start anew. Create with a new perspective or outlook. This card may also indicate abundance is on the horizon. I'm telling you, there's a lot of money coming in for deck number one. There's a lot of money. Collaborative dreaming. So this card to me feels like there is the collaborative dreaming. This just looks like a partnership. So either someone that you're close to is going to suggest something, make an offer about something. There's someone around you that's going to change your perspective and not that they're going to create this opportunity, but they're going to open your eyes to an opportunity that is around you. I know what you meant, Tasha. Oh, I can't wait to hear how accurate it is. So there is this person that you're close to. I feel you're close to this person. It could be a family member. It could be like a close friend. It's someone that's close to you that is going to shift your perspective in a way that you're going to see these opportunities around you so you can seize them. And definitely a good thing, because you every card, almost every other card, was about money, receiving money, prosperity, abundance. And here's the sacred fool. So the sacred fool is the one that in tarot, the fool is upside down, right? He's hanging by his feet. And that represents a shift in perspective. And he may get stuck in that position and not take action. And maybe that is where your block is when it comes to taking action. Maybe you're kind of a little too comfortable in this stage that you're in, the planning, the idea of putting it out there and taking action. But now it's like, okay, go out there and do it. No more planning, no more learning, no more organizing, no more, outlines and blueprints and everything else. Now is the time to put it out there, because And this goes, and we all have experienced this. We overplan things. We plan for shit that never happens. And what really happens, we're never prepared for. And we get through it anyway. So, and yet we still do the same shit because we're nuts. We're all crazy. We're crazy humans. So, yes, there you go, Tasha. Just do it. Your affirmation card. All is well in my world. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good will come. I am safe. You can't even see it because it's backwards. Okay, so deck number one. I know it resonated with Tasha. I hope it resonated with the rest of you guys. And now we're moving on to deck number two. So let me change my deck number two so I still don't know what happened to Facebook people. I don't know. If you chose this card, you are deck number two, and this card is embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. So let's see what's, oh God, you have a lot of cards. Okay, let's go with the chakra cards. You have the sacral chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus, third eye, throat chakra, crown chakra, almost every chakra. The only one that's missing is the root chakra. That's the only one that's missing. So you're grounded. You're very grounded. Okay, so let's go with the third eye chakra. I'm going to pull out these two cards because this is where I feel like you're storing your energy, your heart and your third eye. So the energies may be affecting your head area and your chest. Maybe you're feeling anxiety. Maybe you're feeling overly emotional. Maybe you even feel like you're manic or you're going crazy. You may be too much in your head. I just feel like these two cards are representing how the energy is affecting you. Like I'm getting a sharp pain on the side of my head over here. So I feel like the energies are pushing through the stagnant energies in these two chakras. And because it's pushing out the stagnant energies, you're going to feel it physically, anxiety, heart palpitations, maybe a headache, pressure in your head, sinuses, ears ringing, overthinking, maybe feeling manic, whatever it is. That's what I feel like you're storing your energy from, especially from these intense storms that we're having. So then you have your third eye, your crown chakra, crown chakra, intelligence. This, I feel like for some of you, either you're graduating or you're getting a degree in something, like you're ending like college, some kind of learning is coming to an end. And for some, you're looking into either getting a certification in something or going back to school, or maybe you started on a degree and then you had kids and you put it off and now you're thinking maybe I should complete it. So on one end, it feels like someone who is getting ready to graduate with their degree, that's coming to an end, their education. And on the other side, there are those that will be starting an education journey. It could also represent just an interest in learning something new. So maybe you discovered quantum physics and you're like, you know what, that's really interesting. I want to read more about it. I want to learn more about it. There's a gazillion videos on YouTube and there's books, and really it's very easy to self-educate yourself, to self-educate with the internet. So that's what I feel with this one. The throat chakra. Even though this has to do with sound, I feel like this has to do more with rhythm and vibration. Um, for some, this might not apply to everyone, but for some, you actually are starting to feel your own vibration. Like you can feel your body vibrate. Like if you're laying in bed or you're sitting quietly, you can feel your body vibrate. For others, you may hear very high pitch frequencies, like not necessarily ringing in. Maybe it's kind of like ringing in the ears, but it's more of like a high pitch frequency. I feel like those frequencies are coming specifically to you to activate something within you, just for you. This is just for you. This has nothing to do with the collective energies that are coming in for the collective, but that high pitch noise, well, frequency, it's not a noise, it's a frequency, is activating something within you and it's actually healing you. So, also, I feel like for some, you've learned to escape through music. You've learned to elevate your vibration, raise your vibration through music. Like if you're having a shitty day, maybe you have a playlist of music for shitty days that snap you out of it. It's like when you break up with someone and you listen to love songs, right? Like, why would you do that? Because you want to feel that pain on some level and really connect with the music and the words that someone else is going through it too, or been through it too. So there's something about music that you've been connecting to when it comes to raising your vibration and changing the way you feel. These two, sacral and solar plexus. On one end, I feel like emotionally, and I feel like this goes for all of us, but I guess deck number 2 is feeling it more than others. Like an emotional roller coaster, almost to the point where you feel like you're going crazy, like there's really something wrong, and there's not. It's just purging that's going on, and in order to purge something, it needs to come to your attention. So as soon as you become aware of it, you're purging it. So just allow it, just go with it. The instincts, not only are you very intuitive and your intuition is amplified right now, you've learned to become very, very sensitive, or you've become extremely sensitive to energies, vibrations, um, reading people, things like that. You just very sensitive to energy now, and it affects you, which is why you may be very emotional as well, because these energies are not yours, they're someone else's. So you might want to look into protecting yourself, or maybe educate yourself on ways to protect your energy as an empath or a sensitive, and learn to disconnect from what's not yours. And that is not an easy journey for a sensitive, especially if you don't know what to do. You're picking up these energies, you're picking up these emotions, and you think that they're yours, and you're cracking up, and it really is someone else's shit that you're just picking up because it's part of your gift. I also feel like there may be stomach issues going on, digestive. I don't know, I keep feeling like colitis or something to that effect, which I know earlier colitis came out, and that's the word I'm hearing now. Not that everyone in deck number 2 has colitis. I just, maybe colitis has to do with like going to the bathroom a lot or something like that. Like maybe that's what you're feeling, or maybe you're just feeling a lot of digestive issues, or certain foods aren't vibing with you the way they used to. So this is for if you're in a relationship. Obviously, this does not apply to you unless you know your relationship needs to come to an end. Because if it does, it will, whether you're ready or not. But I also feel for some, they already went through this collapse of an old relationship, right? And you've spent some time healing yourself, working on yourself, and now you're coming into finding your soulmate, twin flame, whatever label you want to give that. Someone you have a soul contract with, someone you're going to have a soul connection with. I do not feel like you know this person yet. So if you've met someone recently and you're like, oh, that's them, it's not, because I do not feel like you met this person yet. This person is going to come out of nowhere and be very different than you expect. It might not even necessarily be love at first sight or attraction at first sight. It might not. Not for everyone, but for some, it might not. So keep that in mind. And don't dismiss it, because this is a not only valuable and spiritual relationship, but there is so much spiritual growth within this relationship. I don't know, it just feels very enlightening. It feels really, really good. And what's interesting, I feel like you both have similar challenges. Like maybe they came out of a relationship, maybe they had a tower moment just like you did, but there is some similarity there, and maybe that's what draws you together. Like, maybe your intention is not to, date this person. Maybe you're just in a conversation with this person, and then, the relationship grows like that. It's going to surprise you, nonetheless. Taking back your power. So I feel like if you were especially in a toxic relationship, you're owning who you are now. I guess you didn't realize how much the other person was holding you back until you let it go. So we have back on task. Oh, be sure you are using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider reviewing your goals, your schedule, or a project you're working on. All could use some fine tuning. So this could also be something that you put off about 8 months to a year ago, because that's kind of what we're working with energetically. So things that we put on the back burner about a year ago is coming back up, showing back up again. So now is the time to fine tune it and put it out there. The gift of neutrality. Balance is at work in your life. Yin and yang are opposites in energy, but reside side by side to create the gift of neutrality. So to me, this card feels like 0 point, learning to get to 0 point. Instead of being one extreme or the other, kind of being in that neutral point, it is what it is kind of feeling. But mean it in your heart, not just say, oh, it is what it is, but you really don't mean it. So it's really about being at that 0 point. And I feel like you're very close to that. Very aware, very intuitive as well. Seeing both sides. Take a step back and try looking at this from a different perspective. And leaping through the air, a plan you have made is on track. If you are waiting for something, get to work and stop putting off ideas, projects, or projects you are considering. So this is really pushing you to move forward with something. So it's telling you, just go, just here. I'm going to do it. I'm going to put it. Tasha, just do it. I'm going to keep that up there because that's what this deck is saying. Just do it. It's up to you. Only you can make the choice. All the signs are there. All the support is there. All the guidance is there. Now it's up to you to take action. Meditation brings answers. I also feel that because you have a lot of energy up in the crown and third eye chakra, meditation is going to help you. And meditation could be taking a walk, sitting outside, journaling. It doesn't necessarily have to be, although I really do plan on doing a meditation and uploading it with the sound. That would be nice. Big, bold vision. What you want wants you. And visions of life beyond death. So to me, this feels like legacy. This is huge. Like whatever this is that you're working on is your legacy, is your imprint on earth, that when you leave this planet, you marked it with this legacy. This feels like a legacy. So there is an owl and a peacock. And for some, that may be significant to you. Definitely validation. Big, bold vision. What you want wants you. I love and approve of myself. I appreciate all that I do. I am good enough just as I am. I speak up for myself. I ask for what I want. I claim my power. So remember, you have the power card. Where's the power card? There's the power card. Here's the power card. Take back your power. So deck number 2, I hope that resonated with you. That rhymes. Deck number 2. I hope that resonated with you. I need water. Okay, so now oh my God, Bernadette, did you pick deck number 2? I just got the chills. I almost want to start singing the Grease song. I got chills and multiply. You don't want me to say. There's your validation, girl. That's your validation. It's telling you. Do it. See, Tasha said it. Just do it. And she even put the check mark. Okay, oh, wait. We have to go back to the banners. This is really for me. So when I timestamp, I know where deck 1, 2, and 3 is. Okay, so if you chose this, you are deck number 3. Last but not least, and thank you guys for hanging in there. New beginnings. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. So fly high. I felt in this deck because I was drawn to this deck. There's a lot of new beginnings in here, like all over the place. Okay, let's start with the chakras. Good old root chakra. Grounding. I was going to say this represents fear and this represents grounding. Solar plexus. Crown chakra. Heart chakra. Sacral chakra. Okay, I think we have, no, we don't have the throat. Okay, so we're going to start with the root chakra. This is where you are holding a lot of stagnant energy, that this intense energy is coming in and pushing shit out, and there's old fear. Now, this fear is not necessarily yours. It could be ancestral. It could be generational. It doesn't matter. You don't even need to know. Just surrender to it and let this energy just like push it out. Let it go. In the meantime, grounding is very, very important. I was going to do a video with unique ways to ground yourself because everybody knows, walk barefoot in the grass, the trees, be out in nature. But I was going to make a video with a couple of different unique ways to ground yourself. So I'm not going to share them all now, but at least a visualization. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, just imagine all the energy from up here or wherever you feel too much energy. As you exhale, push it down out through your earth star chakra, which is the bottom of your feet, out through your feet into the earth. Let the earth transmute it and just continue doing it until you feel that balance of energy in your body. Whenever you feel anxiety or your head hurts or just too much energy somewhere, visualize that, and I promise you immediately it will subside. Because once you connect to the earth energy, it will pull it down. It'll pull the excess energy down, and that's what keeps you balanced. That's why grounding is so important. So especially important for deck number 3. I know I need to be more grounded. I guess that's why I was drawn to this deck. Emotions. See his head? This is what we feel like. And I'm going to just include myself with this deck because I was drawn to it. So head spinning, right? You're happy, you're sad, you're mad. You don't know what to think. Sometimes you think, especially let's just take an example like globally. Sometimes I feel like the Great Reset is winning, and then sometimes I feel like the Great Awakening is winning, and it's like a battle. The Great Reset, the Great Awakening. Which one? Which one? Right? And that is like an example because that's really what's affecting us on the highest level, right? And it's just coming into our life in little tiny insignificant ways, but really that's what it's about. It's about this, which one? And especially with these energies that came in, cuckoo energy, emotional roller coaster. Same thing, anxiety. But in this sense, I feel like you kind of have a control over your anxiety. Not that you don't feel it, but you have some kind of control over it. So it's kind of stabilizing. But these energies that came in, like, kicked your ass anxiety wise, right? Because there was some stuff that you might have had to clear out. Oh, I just got like a hot flutter. So maybe that's, when your heart flutters like that second. Okay, so maybe that's what someone is feeling. Then you have the intuition. Everyone's intuition is amplified right now. It's progressed. Let me rephrase that. The awakened people, because if they're not awakened and not aware, they don't even realize it. So it's not that it's not amplified, they're not aware of it. So that is what it is. But this is more about trusting yourself. This is more about depending on yourself. Like, you have this guidance, this inner guidance, this intuition. Trust it. It's okay to, like, watch tarot readers to get some kind of validation of what you're feeling, but you have to make the choice to trust your intuition. If something I say validates it, great. But don't make something you hear change what your inner self, what your higher self is telling you, because only you know what your higher self is telling you. No card reader, whether it's personal one-on-one or a collective reading like this, no one can tell you anything better than your higher self can. Because remember, your higher self is already in the future and it's kind of pulling you through. They're like, okay, we paved the road. Come on, I'm going to show you the way. And we have to go into the unknown for that, and that's scary. So yeah, we're going to look for validations. Like, okay, is what I'm feeling real? Is it right? Is it the right choice? Yes, it's always the right choice, because this will never steer you in the wrong direction. This and your heart will never, it's always for your highest and greatest good. And these are the only two areas you can trust, is your heart and your intuition. Then you have the solar plexus. So there may be stomach issues here also. I feel like a lot of your anxiety has to do with responsibilities. So either you're caring for a family member, or you have kids that you care for, pets that you care for. It's just overwhelming because you just are overloaded with responsibility, and it's creating a lot of anxiety, and it's creating a lot of stomach issues. I don't know why I feel like I have the hiccups, like I'm going to get the hiccups. So I don't know if someone has the hiccups or they suffered like some kind of bout of the hiccups and now their stomach hurts. I don't know. It was just a weird feeling. But just know that this experience that you're feeling, all this overload of responsibility, is teaching you, is showing you to care for yourself. Because if you deplete yourself and you run yourself down, you can't be responsible for anyone. You're useless. So it's really, really important self-care right now for deck number 3, because you have a lot of responsibility around you, or you've taken on a lot of responsibility. You know, don't forget that's a choice. Even though we feel like it's not, it is a choice. It is a choice. We might feel like it's not, but it is. So just keep that in mind. You got a shit ton of cards. Okay, so we have foundations and achievements, new beginnings, just like the first card, new beginnings, triumph. Oh, did she really? Does her stomach hurt, ma'am? Hope, spiritual strength, and material harvest. So I do feel like collectively, financially, something good is going to happen, even though our economy looks like it's going to shit. Something good is going to come of it. I mean, I do feel that. So hang in there, especially if you're working on something. Remember, nobody's going to hand you anything. So we'll start with the new beginnings. Your first card was new beginnings. Okay, so guess what? New beginnings. There's a lot of changes going on in your life. A lot. That could also add to your anxiety, because maybe you feel like these changes that you need to make, or these shifts that are going on, you're so concerned about how it's going to affect the people you're responsible for, or whoever you're responsible for. That could be part of the anxiety also, and maybe you don't realize it, but it is. So money, 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 money. Because I feel like everybody thinks money will be the answer to everything. And to a certain degree, yes, for us to survive on this planet, yeah, unfortunately, this does govern a lot of our shit. However, this cannot be bought, your spiritual strength. So all the experiences you've been through, and this, look, material harvest and spiritual strength are both 9s. That's completion. So whatever you've been going through over the past, I want to say maybe 10 years, if you've been going through a lot of ups and downs over the past 10 years, it literally strengthened your spiritual body. And now you've completed the growth that you needed to be at a certain place, right? At this point, you needed to be at a certain place. So I feel like you've completed all the tasks that brought you to this place. So now your growth will be easier, rather than the challenges that may have occurred over the past 10 years. Big changes, big changes. Hope, triumph, foundations, and achievements. So the foundations and achievements. I feel like some of you may be recognized for something you've done in the past, and maybe get like a bonus or some kind of monetary exchange for it. I see a plaque. Not that the plaque is the money, but I see someone getting a plaque. So that, to me, that is someone that's being recognized for an achievement that maybe you thought they didn't even pay attention to, they didn't recognize, like, but they do. They did, and they will. And there is a financial bonus coming along with that achievement. I also feel for some, either you're thinking about creating a foundation, or you are, whether it's getting a job or maybe that's your calling to work for a foundation. There's some gift, skill, or talent that you have that a foundation will benefit for, like you feel drawn to foundations. So I feel like there's an opportunity for some of you when it comes to foundations, or either you're starting a foundation. It's more about helping, like feeling fulfilled, serving a purpose. That's what this feels like. So your card says, let go. We already covered that. Within the next few months. So I feel like all these new beginnings are in the process. They're happening already. But within the next few months, it will be very obvious to you where these changes brought you. Right now, you really can't see where the changes are bringing you, but it's going to be obvious within the next few months. And then you're going to be like, oh, convey your meaning. Reflect on the way you communicate with others and with yourself. Be sure to express your thoughts and feelings from your heart and with respect and sincerity. Don't wait till you're pissed off. And this goes back to pushing out stagnant energy out of your heart chakra, your heart space. Setting up parameters. So to me, right away, this feels like boundaries. And if you're overwhelmed with responsibility, boundaries are important. Access your relationship and determine how they align with your goals. Setting boundaries require an honest evaluation of your present relationships. So setting boundaries requires an honest, true to yourself, no bullshit evaluation of your present relationships. Think about that. Life is better together. Seek assistance from your community. Connect with family, friends, or others who will support you. It can be as simple as making a phone call. And this, I've been feeling that our spirit family, our soul tribe, is coming together. It's been coming together, but now more than ever, it's really coming together. So there is a lot more support. There are a lot more people that are aligned with you and your beliefs than you think. Right now, a lot of us think we're the outcast, and no one thinks like us, and we're not going to be able to communicate what we're passionate about because nobody gets it. But there are a lot of people out there that will align with a lot of your beliefs, your passions, whatever it is. So keep that in mind. Here, we'll highlight Lynn's bring it. I'm going to put some positive energy into the circle. Legacy of life. This too feels like legacy. However, I feel like this legacy has to do with something that was passed on from generation to generation. See? The baby. So this is some kind of, it could be a generational gift, like you have a gift of healing, and your mother was a healer, and your grandmother was a doctor who was a healer. So there's some kind of generational gift that is your legacy. And I feel like that's what we're creating now, legacies. What do you feel? Definitely a time to get in touch with your truth. Be true to yourself. You can't bullshit yourself because why? Right? Oh, I love you, Shelly, too. Thanks for being on, Shelly. Defend to the end the worthwhile. This, I feel like, is you have a specific gift, skill, talent that is needed right now on the planet. You can't surrender. You have to keep pushing forward, even if you don't know what it is. For all you know, your gift is, okay, everyone's gift is being themselves. So let's say you make people laugh, right? That's your gift. You make people laugh. You turn some horrible shit into something funny that someone can laugh at. That's you being you, because that will raise someone's vibration, right? That will get them out of this dark hole that they're in. And that's just being you. So it doesn't have to be something huge that I don't know what my gift is. Your gift is you. Just be you, right? If you're funny, make people laugh. If you're very sensitive, maybe just hold space for that person. Can you see what he wants, please? Just hold space for that person. You don't have to do anything, and you don't have to know what to do. Okay? But you're needed here. Diving for light. Same thing. Same thing. Because, look, light, dark. You're fighting for defend to the end. Every journey starts with a single step. So this also is about taking action. And if you look at how she has a luggage, like she's ready to go. She's ready to take action. She's like, I'm out of here. She's also naked. I would suggest having clothes on when you take that first step. But, whatever floats your boat. Your affirmation cards. I have the perfect living space. I see myself living in a wonderful place. It fulfills all my needs and desires. It is in a beautiful location and at a price I can afford. Now, this is definitely my affirmation. Actually, I think I'm going to put this on my little stand because I said so. Okay, so deck number 3. I hope that resonated with you. So I forgot to do the charms. Okay, so I'm going to pull a charm for deck number 1, which is, I think this is a mermaid. Can you see it? I think that's a mermaid. I hope it is. I don't know what the charms mean. So I have to read the little book here. Okay, mermaid. Conscious mind. So deck number 1, forgot to do it, so it's kind of fucked up now, but conscious mind. Let's see what deck number 2 has. Deck number 2 has, oh, a dragon, right? That looks like a dragon to you? Yeah, I think that's a dragon. I hope it's a dragon. Yep. Passion. Passion. So if you chose deck number 2, your spirit animal is the dragon. Passion. Deck number 1, I don't know if that would be a spirit animal, the mermaid, but that's who's guiding you, conscious mind. And deck number 3, they are cute, right, Lynn? Is Slither snake. So the snake for deck number 3 means, are you fucking kidding me? It's not here. Oh, here it is. False assumptions. So don't assume. It's very interesting how it goes with deck number 3. And it's about taking action. So maybe you're afraid to take action and it's not, you're assuming something that's not even going to happen. Oh, wow. Look at that burn deck. You got more validations with your deck. Here's your buddy, Bernadette. You got more validations with this reading than I think ever. I don't know. But Lynn, what deck did you pick? Just curious. Okay, so I have a question for those of you that are still on. I know this was a long video, but I want to do a master class. I still have not made the announcements, but I'm gonna like give little thingies. Oh, 3. Okay. I am starting group coaching programs. So if you're interested, I will be doing clarity calls. They're free. And we can talk about like the programs that I have to offer. I'm just babbling this. I'm not putting it out there just quite yet because my intention was to do a masterclass based on the themes of the programs that I'm doing. And it has to do with stress, anxiety, and turning it into confidence. Oh, everybody's dreaming of dragons. So I want to know what you guys would like a masterclass on. Is it stress and anxiety, confidence, mindfulness, or is it something else that you would want a masterclass on? Let me know. You can say it now. You can always message me or text me if you have my number. Message me on Facebook, email me, hold a sign out. I don't know. But let me know what you guys would be interested in learning more about. Because my intention is to share everything right off the bat. Super excited. I'm going to give so much just before. Oh, I can't wait to hear everything, Bernadette. I really can't. Got my train of thought. Stress, anxiety, confidence. Okay, all the tools that I've learned over the years that helped me heal, become more mindful. Yes, the negative chatter in my head. That's what I want to share with others because I know now more than ever. It's a shit show. It's a shit show. And if we have the tools, which we all have within us, and know how to use them to navigate through this chaos that we're in, it will be easier. And every time I feel like, because that's my own block, my own issue. And I work with the coach, and she's like, what the hell? And I pay her a lot of money. And I'm still like, well, I got this block. So it's, even though all the cards says take action, I know it's not easy. It's not easy. It's scary going into the unknown. But I feel if you guys let me know what you're interested in, I can create it based on what you're interested in. But my programs really are about turning stress and anxiety into confidence, because that is the opposite of stress and anxiety, is confidence. So that's when I'm moving more towards like a confidence coach, trying to be something different, you know, make up shit. No, it's not, Toddy. It's not easy at all. But if we don't take action, the universe is going to kick our ass, right? Off a cliff. And we'd be like, fuck, do I even have a parachute? Like, I hope there's water underneath just in case. I hope I have wings. We all know that's what's going to happen, right? So I want to thank all of you for staying this long with me on the video. Still don't know why Facebook did not show up, which is just weird because it did the last time. So I don't know what the hell is, whatever. I give up. I try. I will be doing another meditation. I would do it live, but I'm always afraid to do things live because I'm afraid it's going to shut off the internet in the middle of it, and I'll be really pissed. And I know it's frustrating to you guys. Yes, that's true. We all got to kick off the cliff. Oh, yeah, it's a never-ending process, Toddy. Never-ending process. We never completely heal. There's always some bullshit that comes up. Always. So, my friends, hang in there. Try to ground yourself. Try to raise your vibration. Listen to music. Dance, scream, do whatever you got to do. Listen to your body. Don't fast. Don't worry about the diets. Eat the cupcakes. Do at least over the weekend. Splurge, indulge. Maybe we all need comfort food. That's why. Listen to your body, what it's craving. And then as we start the new week, we are moving into new energy. And hopefully it's easier to navigate. So I am sending you an abundance of love, light, blessings. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And I will see you soon. If I do the meditation live, I will let you know, or hopefully just upload it and it'll work this time. Thank you, Lucy. Thank you, Bernadette. Okay. Have a great night. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.